Working Committee of Naga National Political Group criticized the Rising People's Party for unclear and immature statement on the Indo-Naga political issue. Section of road near the old KMC dumping site in Kohima collapsed again on Monday evening around 7 p.m., causing a mini truck to topple near the edge. Third phase of the umbrella distribution program took place at Government Middle School in the Nltv and Farah Medical, led by MLA Dr. Ato of the 9th Kohima Town Assembly. Nagaland government has issued an advisory following Assam's eviction drive against illegal immigrants. Union Minister of Development of Northeastern Region Jyoti Aditya Scindia chaired a high-level task force meeting with Nagaland, Assam, Mizoram and Manipur to promote sustainable development in the region's textile and craft sector. Hello viewers, you're watching Nltv English Primetime. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. The Working Committee of Naga National Political Group criticized the Rising People's Party for unclear and immature statement on the Indo-Naga political issue. They called RPP unorganized and said it harms the peace process with negative media comments. WC said RPP has been ineffective in elections and development. They clarified the agreed position respect Naga across several states, not just Naga of Nagaland. WC rejected RPP's claim linking RN Ravi to the peace deal and criticized RPP's comments on official visit. They urged RPP to act responsible and warned that limiting the peace deal to Naga of Nagaland is wrong and traitorous. The Nagaland government has issued an advisory following Assam's eviction drive against illegal immigrants. They are concerned that some people may try to enter Nagaland. All deputy commissioners have been asked to stay alert and take steps to stop any possible entry of illegal immigrants in their area. The government said this is important to maintain peace and protect the state's population structure. Geological Survey of India State Unit Manipur and Nagaland Dimapur Northeastern Region organized workshop on critical minerals status and potentiality in India with special reference to Naga Manipur Hills at Conference Hall. Director of Geology and Mining Government of Nagaland on July 22nd. MLA and Advisor for Geology and Mining and DADU Chingnam Konyak was the chief guest at the workshop.
We are all aware that critical minerals are the backbone of modern technologies, from green energy system and electric vehicle to aerospace, defense and telecommunication. Critical minerals such as radium, nickel, rare element, earth element in India, which gives ambitions to become a global manufacturing hub, and leverage in renewable energy, must secure its supply chain for these resources. Nagaland is blessed with diverse geologies and rich mineral beds. While exploration in the past was heavily focused on gold and iron ore, we are now beginning to realize the great potential of untapped critical mineral within our soil. There is an urgent need to utilize modern geographical survey and remote sensing studies in the region. Facilitating incentives for private players to cooperate with the government agencies and State Department for joint exploration and development of mineral resources can bring the much needed investment and technologies. The Geological Survey of India and other institutions have made commendable strides in identifying and mapping these resources. Recent discoveries and exploration efforts in states like Japan, Rajasthan, and Northeast region show great promise. However, potential show is not enough. We must turn this potential into production and production into strategy and spread. Advanced geoscience methods and technology must be employed to identify deposit with pressing and species. Investment and incentive from the private sector must be encouraged to invest in exploration, mining, and processing framework. Issues of business and public partnership. As we develop these resources, environment and social sustainability must remain at the core of our mining practices. Institutions and industries must work together to create a skilled manpower and support the startup process on mineral processing and mineral science. Establishing of regional research hub or Central of Excellence proposed the creation of Central for Critical Mineral Research in the Northeast India, while the satellite campus of field units in Nagaland to study, sample, and develop sustainable extraction technology. This workshop provides a valuable platform for exchange of knowledge, ideas, and experience. It brings together geologists, technologists, policy makers, industry stakeholders under one roof. I wish all of you to deliberate openly, ask challenges questions, and propose practical recommendations that can serve national policy and industrial purpose. The journey towards self-reliance in critical minerals is not just about the securing resources, but it's about securing our future. A future where Nagaland is resilient, self-sufficient, globally competitive in the industries of tomorrow. This workshop is not merely a gathering of technical mind. It is a convergence of words, wisdom, and testament of our collective commitments toward a stronger, more self-reliant Indians and prosperity of Nagaland. I am confident that with our combined effort, Nagaland will play a significant role in Indian journey toward self-reliance in critical minerals, paving the way for brighter and more advanced futures of all. I wish this person to answer this time. We are all aware.
A section of road near the old KMC dumping site in Kohima collapsed again on Monday evening around 7 p.m., causing a mini truck to topple near the edge. Fortunately, the two people inside the truck were not injured. Authorities have closed the affected road to prevent further accident and advised travelers between Kohima and Dimapur to use the Josama bypass instead. With landslides becoming more common during the monsoon, locals are urging for better geological studies and stronger road infrastructure to prevent further incidents. Commuters are advised to stay alert and follow updates from officials.
मागानिरे KMC लगा पुराना डंपिंग साइट ते आइकिना আছে খবৰ পালা হিচাপতে জাগালি সামদে সময় 7 বাজি নারে এটো মাটিটো গিৰি যাইছে কইছে আৰু ডাঙৰ পৰ্চন একটা গিৰি যাইছে সো এটা তো ৰাস্তাটো বেছি ছুটু ইনে যে আৰু হনে লাগা হিচাপতে জাগালি পৰা হে এটো ৰাস্তাটো বন কৰি দিছে এটা তো প্লাই নকৰা হৈ যাইছে এটো ৰাস্তা পৰা এটো আমাখান খবৰ জানি পাইছে এটো মাটি গিৰা সময় আমাখান এটো বি জানি পাইছে একটা মিনি ট্ৰাক থাকিছে এটো তো হলে তো প্যাসেঞ্জাৰ ড্ৰাইভাৰ আৰু প্যাসেঞ্জাৰ থাকিছে গুইনা মান জানি পাইছে এটো বইনে থাকে তেমতে এটো মাটি গিৰিছে গৈছে আৰু তাহাndo গিৰিছে গুইনে আমাখান জানি পাইছে হলিবি এটো দুইজন কোন থাকিছে গাড়ীতে তাইজন জখম খানাই কোৱা লাগা এটো খবৰ এটা বি জানিছে এতিয়া আমাখান ইৰে KMC লাগা পুৰানা ডাম্পিং সাইট
The executive engineer of Pet Rural Division has informed the public that water supply will be distributed in some areas of Newland town. This is because water pipelines were damaged during road widening work at the PWD department. The affected areas are NEP Station, District Hospital and Vinito Village. Water supply will remain off until the damaged pipe are repaired. People in these areas are asked to cooperate and bear with the inconvenience during this important work. The Directorate of Higher Education has written to the Vice-Chancellor of Nagaland University about serious problem in the recently declared undergraduate even semester result under the FYUGP CBSE system. The Nagaland College Principal Association reported several issues such as mass failure, especially in the second semester, entire departments failing in one subject, error in internal marks and lack of proper re-evaluation options. Students, parents and teachers have raised many complaints, creating doubt about the fairness of the result. The department has asked the university to urgently look into the matter and take necessary action. Today, on 22nd of July, the third phase of the umbrella distribution program took place at Government Middle School in the Leary and Paramedical, led by MLA Dr. Atto of the 9th Kohima Town Assembly. The initiative supported students during the rainy season and promotes school attendance. Dr. Atto personally distributed umbrellas and highlighted the importance of education and health during monsoon. This effort is part of the MLA's broader outreach to improve local school. More distribution phases are planned across the constituency.
Having an appendix rupture. So I've saved his life now. And when I was about to come out, another child of 7 years old gave me the fish bone.
On July 21, the Army Recruiting Office Rangapahar held a Caravan Talkies outreach event at Platinum College, Nltv. The program included motivational film, talks about joining the army, fun games and selfie sports. Students also received wristband and help from ARO and staff. About 70 students took part and were inspired to think about future careers in the Indian Army. Nagaland hosted a high-level task force meeting chaired by Chief Minister Nltv with Union Minister Giriraj Singh Mizram, CM Laldoma, Assam's Handloom Minister Urkraw Gwara Brahma and officials from Manipur. The meeting focused on boosting the Northeast handloom and handicraft sector, supporting PM Narendra Modi's vision of eco-friendly fashion and empowerment. Plans included better market access for artisans, training for weavers, promoting indigenous textiles, supporting women's livelihood and stronger interstate cooperation to grow handloom hubs in the region. We'll now take a short break. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back with the news. The president of Nagaland Football Association and the House of Representatives attended a key meeting with the organizing team of the Nltv football tournament. The tournament 9th edition is being organized by the 45 Assam Rifle with support from headquarters, 6th Sector Assam Rifles and the NFA. The meeting discussed final plans for logistic, technical details and promotion to ensure the event runs smoothly. The tournament helped promote youth participation, sport and cooperation between the military and local community. On July 21 in Guwahati, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma said there is no immediate cause for worry about China's new 167.8 billion hydropower projects on the Brahmaputra River. He explained that the Brahmaputra is a large river with many water sources, not just from Tibet. The project announced by China recently will build 5 hydropower stations and generate a huge amount of electricity. While experts are concerned about how it might affect water flow and the environment downstream in India and Bangladesh, Sharma said it is still unclear if the impact will be good or bad. The scientific community has mixed opinions. Some fear less water and harm to wildlife, while others think less water could reduce flooding. Sharma added that the Indian government is likely discussing the matter with China through existing talks to protect India's interests. Former Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh urged stronger action against drug trafficking after a big cocaine seize in Bengaluru. Authorities caught 7 kg of cocaine worth rupees 14.69 crore from 2 women, one from Manipur and another from Mizoram. Singh said the Northeast is still a major road for drugs. He stressed the need for ongoing efforts to fight drug network and keep India drug-free. After months of unrest and displacement in Manipur, many families have started returning to their homes, signaling a hopeful move towards peace and normal life. Despite ongoing efforts to restore calm, peace, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has not yet visited the state since the crisis began over a year ago. This absence has drawn criticism and concern about the lack of high-level attention. The situation still needs ongoing humanitarian aid, strong political will, and trust building to achieve lasting peace and justice from all communities in Manipur. On July 21, the Meghalaya High Court ordered the state government to accept alternative ID documents like PAN card, voter card or passport from students who cannot provide Aadhaar for SC/ST scholarship and financial aid. The interim order came after a public interest petition challenged by states rule making Aadhaar mandatory for post-matric scholarship. The court states students without Aadhaar should not be denied benefit and must be allowed other valid IDs. The ruling mainly helped SC/ST students seeking free education and financial support who don't have Aadhaar. A detailed hearing is scheduled for August 12. The court said this case will affect similar Aadhaar rules in other states across India. The Meghalaya High Court ruled on July 22 that Aadhaar cannot be sold ID for accessing welfare benefits. The court directed the state to accept alternatives like PAN, voter ID or passport. The decision came during a PIL hearing challenging an October 2023 ruling mandating Aadhaar for SC/ST students' aid. Construction workers in Manipur's Imphal West District discovered a cache of World War II relics including rust, shell cases, water bottles, a hand grenade and military remains while digging at a site in Langthambal. The items are believed to date back to the 1944 Battle of Imphal, where Allied forces defeated Japanese troops. Authorities will examine and potentially preserve the relics with historical experts. Northeastern Region Jyoti Aditya Scindia chaired a high-level task force meeting with Nagaland, Assam, Mizoram and Manipur to promote sustainable development in the region's textile and craft sector. The meeting, attended by prominent leaders including Chief Minister of Nagaland, Nltv, Union Minister of Textile, Giri Raj Singh and Chief Minister of Mizoram, Laldoma, focused on empowering local artisans, improving infrastructure and leveraging the region's cultural heritage. Scindia emphasized their government's commitment to enhancing market access, capacity building and livelihood generations for artisans, aligning with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision of fashion for environment and empowerment to strengthen the Northeast handloom and handicraft ecosystem. Meghalaya's Education Minister Rakam A. Sangma urged all elected leaders in the state to take directive responsibility for improving school building. He said government efforts alone are not enough to make real change. Speaking on Tuesday, Sangma asked the 60 MLAs and 2 MPs to use their fund to upgrade school. He suggested each MLA should help fix 50 schools every year. Sangma shared that he renovated 45 schools in his area using 2 lakh from his local development fund. He called for teamwork beyond political parties to improve education. Although each MLA gets 2.5 crore yearly for local projects, many schools still lack basic facilities like toilet, classroom and furniture. A petrol price dispute in Tripura's Shalbagan area led to a violent clash, leaving 1 dead and several injured. The conflict began between Kokan Das and others, escalating into a group assault. Rakesh Devnath died from his injuries. Police arrested multiple suspects and filed 2 cases. The area is under watch to maintain peace. Heavy rains caused waterlogging in many areas of Guwahati on Tuesday morning, flooding roads and disrupting daily life. The Indian Meteorological Department warned that very heavy rainfall is expected to continue in eastern India, including Gangetic, West Bengal, Odisha and Jharkhand from July 23 to 27. On July 20, Assam Rifles and Manipur Police Commandos conducted a joint operation in Thangmeiban, Khuyatong, Polem, Laikai, Imphal West District. They arrested 3 active arms smugglers and seized 266 live round and ammunition, multiple magazines, mobile phone under use for coordination, a scooter likely used for transporting contraband, an Aadhaar card and other warlike items. The suspect and seized materials were handed over to the Imphal City Police Station for further interrogation and legal actions. This operation highlights the ongoing effort to curb illegal arms trafficking and maintain security in the region. Gauripur police, led by officer in charge Charanjib Lahan, arrested Rabul Haq from Giramari Part 1 in an intelligence-based operation. Police recovered stolen items including motor pump, fence, bicycle and a gas cylinder. The goods are secured at Gauripur police station and further investigation into the theft and possible accomplices are ongoing. The Vice President of India has resigned from his post with immediate effect due to health reasons. In a letter to President Draupadi Murmu, he said the decision was to follow medical advice and take care of his health. As per Article 67A of the Constitution, he thanked the President for her support and shared how much he valued their good working relation. He also expressed gratitude to the Prime Minister, the Council of Ministers and Member of Parliament for their cooperation, support and affection during his time in office.
Kemudian bisa dipantah di dalam khutbah sehingga kita juga kaliannya kau di sini kami.
Kalau kamu lo kata apa
Following the resignation of Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar, a new elections to fill the vacancy has been held as soon as possible. According to Article 68(2) of the Constitution, the person elected will serve a full 5-year term starting from the date they assume office. During the vacancy, the Deputy Chairperson of the Rajya Sabha will perform the Vice President's duties as the Chairperson of the House. The Vice President also served as the ex-officio Chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, but does not carry out their duties or receive related allowance when acting as President.
It is with profound sorrow that I refer to passing away of Shri C. Perumal, Dr. K. Kasturi Rangan, Shri Ronald Sapa Lau,
We'll take another short break here. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back once again. Let's get back with the news. The Election Commission of India has defended its special intensive revision of Bihar's electoral rolls, stating it's essential to weed out ineligible persons and ensure election purity. In a Supreme Court affidavit, the ACI clarified that while Aadhaar, voter ID and ration card are voluntary proof of identity during the SIR 2025, they do not allow established citizenship, a fact supported by Article 3 to 6 and relevant RP Act. As of July 18, over 90% of the 7.9 crore voters had submitted form, with only around 5 to 6 pending and under 0.01% untraceable. The ICI insists the exercise is conducted fairly with door-to-door enumeration and ample opportunity for verification, and affirm no eligible voter will be excluded. The government has approved 806 applications under the Production Link Intensive Scheme across 14 sectors, including telecom, electronic, pharma, textile and auto, with an outlay of Rs 1.97 lakh crore. Actual investment of Rs 1.76 lakh crore has been realized until release till March 2025, resulting in incremental production sale of over Rs 116.5 lakh crore and employment generations of over 12 lakh jobs. The government has intensified its engagement with global rating agencies like S&P, Fitch and Moody's through a structured interactive process to highlight India's macroeconomic scenario and address specific considerations. Minister of State for Finance Pankaj Chaudhary emphasized the government's effort to boost India's economic outlet, citing sound macroeconomic fundamentals, infrastructure development and financial sector reform. This initiative aims to attract investment, ensure long-term economic stability and promote growth. The NASA ISRO joint satellite NISAR will be launched from Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota on July 30 at 5:40 p.m. ISRO announced. Using the GSLV F-16 rocket, NISAR will be placed in a 743-kilometer sun-synchronous orbit to observe Earth with high detail using new SWIP-SAR technology. It will scan the whole planet every 12 days, providing important data day and night. In all weather conditions, NISAR will detect small changes on Earth like ground shift, ice movement and changes in plants. It will also help monitor sea ice, ship, shoreline, storms, snow moisture, water resources and aid in disaster management. The launch reflects over 10 years of close cooperation between ISRO and NASA team. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed deep shock and sadness over the loss of life in a tragic air crash in Dhaka, where Bangladesh Air Force training aircraft crashed into a school building, killing at least 27 people, mostly children, and injuring 78 others. Modi conveyed India's solidarity with Bangladesh and offered support and assistance, saying, "Our hearts go out of the bereaved families. We pray for the swift recovery of those injured." The crash occurred shortly after takeoff on Monday, with the pilot attempting to steer the plane away from densely populated area. Therefore, it tragically crashed into the Marston School and College campus. In Bhojpur district, Bihar police arrested 3 men wanted in the murder of gangster Chandan Mishra. The arrest happened after a gunfight early Tuesday morning when the suspect opened fire trying to escape the police team that found a hitting on the Dihan area. Kumar and Singh were injured and are being treated at the government hospital in Ara, Bhojpur's district headquarters. Mishra was shot dead inside a private hospital in Patna on July 17. Earlier, 4 others accused were arrested in Kolkata in connection with the case.
आपने इलाज किया है।
ये पेशेंट तो बिहार से रेफर होकर आया है। तो यहाँ पे लेग के लेफ्ट थाई में फ्रैक्चर है
वहाँ पे एक गोली भी है उसमें। तो अभी हम लोग प्राइमरी ट्रीटमेंट के बाद पेशेंट को हायर सेंटर रेफर कर रहे हैं।
आपने इलाज किया है?
ये पेशेंट तो बिहार से रेफर होके आया है। तो यहाँ पे एक के लेफ्ट थाई में फ्रैक्चर है, वहाँ पे एक गोली।
Bengaluru police have arrested 15 individuals involved in the cybercurrency scam linked at a staged robbery incident where victims' money was converted into digital currency USDT with promises to doubling the amount. The accused allegedly collected large sum and staged a fake robbery to cover up the scam. Authorities seized rupees 1.11 crore in cash, vehicles and other items valued at rupees 1.4 crore. 13 of the arrested individuals have been remanded to judicial custody, while 4 others suspect remand at large with further investigation and seizures pending.
Constitution limits. There was a case registered last month where around 2 crores cash was taken away. A case was registered as a dacoity case wherein few people have attacked a person and taken away the cash. So based on this information, our police have gone ahead and done an investigation. In this investigation, an interesting thing has come out that this money was being on the pretext of getting it converted into in a legal form, cash into the accounts. They were trying to. They had assured some people, and based on that, this gang had manipulated things, and the person who has given the complaint is actual one of the main accused. He himself has masterminded it, and he has got into an agreement. Means there are some 15 to 20 people, of which 15 we have arrested. These 15 people, they have formed two groups. One group claims that they will do all this paperwork regarding this cash transaction, and one more actual group which has done the attack. So we have arrested 15 people, we have recovered weapons, we have recovered other items from them, including 1 crore 11 lakh cash and a few vehicles and mobile phones. Based on their information, we have got leads on other criminals also, and we will shortly arrest them and try to recover the remaining portion.
Government has seized 3.93 crore sticks of cigarette this financial year to curb illicit tobacco sales. Additionally, 61 cases involving tax evasion of rupees 104.38 crore were detected by CGST zones and DGGI. India, a party to whose framework Convention on Tobacco Control, is working on a track and trace mechanism for tobacco products to eliminate illicit trade. Gaza's Civil Defense Agency reported that Israel's forces opened fire on crowd to Palestinians gathered for humanitarian aid on Sunday, resulting in 93 deaths and numerous injuries. The deadliest incident occurred in northern Gaza, where 80 people were killed as aid truck arrived, while 9 others died near an aid point at Rafah, southern Gaza. The World Food Programme condemned the violence, discriminating it as completely unacceptable after one of its step convoys encountered a massive crowd that came under gunfire near Gaza City. The incident has sparked widespread concern over the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where nearly 800 people have been died seeking aid since late May. A 6.3 magnitude earthquake struck off the east coast at Kamchatka on Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. IST, reported the National Center for Seismology. The quake occurred at a depth of 50 km, 1,550 km west of Andrews Island, Alaska, given Kamaska, located at the meeting point of the Pacific and North America tectonic plates. That is all for the Nltv English Primetime. For more news and updates, keep watching.